Hello, everyone. Welcome to a very special edition of the Untold Eid Special.
Eid Mubarak.
Eid Mubarak. How are you?
What are your plans?
Wow, Eid is going to be fun. It's fun so far.
Big plans.
Big plans is hosting the show with you.
The amazing Ahmad.
The amazing Hussein. We're going to have
Yes.
what I feel would be probably our best episode yet.
Why? Tell the audience why.
Because we're going to have a very talented singer.
Exactly.
And her voice, man. Once she performs here, hopefully we get her to perform.
Can you just shock us with the age?
She started at 13.
Exactly.
And she's 18.
Exactly.
And I don't want to... No.
If you have a passion, just keep watching.
Yes. Right after this, Noor will be joining us. And we're back on our very special edition of the Untold for Eid. Happy Eid, Noor.
Eid
Mubarak
Mubarak.
to you too.
Thank you so much for inviting me to your podcast.
Of course.
That's
we
a
are,
pleasure, it's
we
a
are,
pleasure.
yeah, it's our pleasure. We're happy to have you here. And what a talent we have. We're going to dive into it.
Yeah.
But let's maybe start.
I think she's the youngest singer I actually know, by the way.
Probably. Yeah.
Honestly, so you're the
Person- yeah.
youngest singer I actually know.
True.
I mean,
and
18.
I want to start from there. How did you develop your passion growing up?
Mm-hmm.
What sparked that interest in singing?
To me, music is something that I listen to on daily basis, so that really inspired me. And the singers that I kept up with inspired me. For example, Taylor Swift, she's a songwriter.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's how I developed songwriting. I also saw this on Americans Got Talent, Grace
Yes.
Van Der Waal with her
Grace Van Der
ukulele.
Waal is one of my favorites, personal
Yeah.
favorites. She's amazing.
That's when I told my mother, oh, I want to buy a ukulele. I want to try to learn it.
Wow.
That's
So you took
lovely, that's
inspiration
lovely.
from these
Yeah.
women. That's awesome.
nice. I can see the passion when you're
I
talking.
can see
I
the
love
passion in your eyes, literally.
Thank you.
I love that. I mean,
love that.
so what was the moment that Noor knew that she has a nice voice and let me just jump in?
Honestly, it's just the feedback that I get from people, especially when I'm singing. So
Okay.
when I'm singing, for me, it's something normal. It's something very like routine.
Yeah, yeah.
based. If you're running, you're not gonna look at yourself running. You know.
True.
If you're doing sports, you're not gonna look at.
So you're
yourself.
saying it comes to you second nature at this point?
Yeah, second nature.
Nice analogy. Nice way of putting it, to be honest.
Yeah.
For someone that's 18 and you're looking at your passion in that way, that's pretty wise. Is it natural for you to be this wise? Is it being inspired from somewhere or someone?
I think it's just natural for me to look at stuff the second way. I love constructive criticism. For me, it's just a way I can, have areas to improve in.
Absolutely,
Because I
yeah,
don't feel
yeah.
everyone is perfect.
Well, yeah. You're right. If we were
Yeah.
all perfect, what are we doing here, right?
Yeah.
We always
exactly.
want to thrive for improving ourselves, regardless of whatever field we're in. We always want to advance ourselves, right?
100%,
100%. So now we know your passion for music and all that, and your who inspired you, those singers. Do you write your own music like them?
Yes.
You do?
That's where I got my ideas from. Obviously, my mother inspired me in a way. It's because whenever, back in high school, I used to be bullied. So it wasn't the
For
easiest
what
thing
reasons?
for me.
Why you?
I mean, the
is it
society-
related
every
to
society,
No,
you
because
know?
I mean, is it related to music in any way?
It's not related
It's
to
not
music
related
in
to
any
music.
way. I think
Okay.
it's because I was just such a quiet person. I was isolated. So this was an advantage to people to, start bullying and everything.
Right.
So it's kind of, okay, so your silence
Yeah.
was kind of like a sign of weakness, and then you
Yes.
showed your voice, and now it's a sign of strength.
Yes.
Absolutely. So, tell me about the process of writing a song, the lyrics, how you come up with them, rhythm.
And also, Ahmed, not to forget, writing a song is not like writing a letter.
Nope.
There's a specific kind of
Absolutely not.
vocab that
There's
we
different
use.
styles, different vocabs.
100%. So the question is like, where did that stem from?
So, for example, my first song that I wrote was Don't Hide It. It came from a traumatic experience. So, this is something I bottled up.
see.
Don't hide it, bottled up.
Right.
Yeah.
So, my first, approach to it is that I'm stuck on somewhere and I cannot express my emotions because I'm scared that I might affect others. I might worry others. And that's where I wrote all that in a sense where it's metaphorically as well. So it's like I'm mixing literature and
Nice.
yeah.
Right.
What's the song called again?
Don't hide it. This is the first
Don't
song that I
hide
wrote.
it.
I love that how you're very vulnerable.
You have to be, I think, as a creative person and to connect with an audience, you have to write from the heart and you have to be vulnerable with the audience. Otherwise, you're just making music for the sake of making music.
Yeah.
Right?
See, it's very interesting. Okay, so let's go back in time. So you're in school, you're very quiet, and let's just say you were bullied for that, right? And then you decided to kind of express your voice. I'm sure that writing your first ever song or singing the first song is still there in your memory.
Yeah.
Because it was something very emotional to you and very memorable. Can you dig deeper into the first time you went to this?
First time I performed my song.
Yes, and wrote
Okay.
a song.
So the first time I wrote the song, that was when I was 13, and then I
Oh, wow.
performed it at the talent show at school.
You're our Kuwaiti Grace Vanderwall. Keep going, sorry.
So that's when I performed it at the talent show. At the talent show, after my performance, I felt so proud, and I
As
felt
you should, as you should,
I
yeah.
stood up for myself, but in
course.
an indirect way.
Okay.
Right, but I mean, usually people when they perform for the first time, they would have. Do they call it imposter syndrome? When you look at yourself, you're like, that wasn't good. That was very bad, and you're like not confident of it. Was Noor always confident of what she's doing in her performances, or did she ever kind of question how she was performing?
I feel with everyone they question
Yeah,
everything, so
Yeah.
it's not all the time that I feel confident,
Especially when you're starting out, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if you did not perform in a while because
Yeah.
of Corona. That's where you get overwhelmed.
Right.
And then you start thinking, oh, now people expect better of me. Or
Absolutely. You've talked about your favorite singers. Any favorite songs?
oh, this is a hard one.
Yeah,
This is a really hard one.
Yeah.
So so now the song that came to mind is Better Than Revenge, Taylor Swift.
Okay.
I love that
That's
song.
awesome.
So why? It must resonate with you.
Yeah.
Because it seems like you're someone that kind of like you write a song with a purpose and you listen to a song with a purpose. Is this the nature of any musician?
I think that's the nature of any musician.
Okay. Anyway.
Yeah.
So moving on. So essentially, actually, you know what? I'm curious. The song you wrote before. What was the name again of the song?
Don't hide it.
Don't hide.
Don't hide.
Can you tell us a sentence or two from it? Do you still remember it?
Yeah. You're stuck on an island, hiding yourself away.
So if we take these two sentences, it's just digging deeper into the meaning behind the song, and that's a beautiful voice, by the
Yeah.
way. I have to say that was a beautiful voice. No, it's just honestly not because still since it's just I was curious to know that because obviously she wrote the lyrics and there's a lot of meaning, and when she sang it, it was obviously very emotional,
Right.
and that's why I wanted to kind of like see what the lines.
I kind of
meant
want to
essentially.
hear more.
Okay, so I said this song like 5 years ago.
Take your time.
So you hid what you believe for by writing it down, frightened of someone finding out.
Wow.
You're under pressure, keeping a secret, but frightened when someone finds it out. So you lie, lost with your thoughts and discouraged to let it out. See?
Wow.
I was about to take a story with that.
I was just gonna
oh
say,
my God.
I don't know if
I
the
missed
camera
it.
can see this. I'm getting goosebumps.
No,
By
honestly,
just
beautiful,
listening to your
beautiful,
raw,
beautiful.
beautiful voice. Just I want to say that was amazing.
Thank you so much.
So
Honestly.
So you kind of like, okay, you pick a pen and a paper and you write the song down and you write this very emotional song. And I'm assuming it makes you feel better. Right?
Yeah, definitely.
It's like very therapeutic for yourself.
Yeah, it feels like a stress relief.
Is
for
it
me.
is it your style of journaling?
Yeah, it's my style of journaling. I did try writing journals and maybe writing stories,
Right.
but singing and music is a great combination for me, and
Okay.
especially writing it down. It feels like exciting and it feels like something I can stick to for days. Like I can go on just singing anything like for days.
Wow.
I wish I could do that. I only sing good in
I
in
mean,
echo.
I
when
still
there's an
sing
echo.
regardless how horrible my voice is because I just love singing.
Yeah.
You know?
And perhaps it would be good to know like how you developed yourself after these songs. Like,
Yeah.
how long ago was that? Writing the first one again.
You were said
Now
you were
I'm 18,
13?
so 5
It's
years
5 years
ago.
ago.
So
That's
5 years.
5
But
years
starting
ago.
at 13, man.
You wrote the song at 13?
Yes.
Okay, well that's I mean okay that's a different thought, all right? Because for a 13-year-old to pick a pen and a paper and write a song,
Absolutely.
let's
I'll
just
say it again. The Grace Vanderwall of Kuwait. Mark my words.
No, it requires a lot of courage.
Yeah.
It requires a lot of courage. And when did you post it? When did people start hearing it? What year was that? At the age of 13?
The first time that I ever performed it was at the school talent show, but when a lot of people heard it is when I went on Little Big Stars and I got
Yeah.
interviewed by Ahmad Hilmi.
Yes.
That's when a
one
lot
of my
of people
favorite
heard
actors, by the way. How was that experience?
It was overwhelming for me, but I was really excited. Like, imagine you go up to a 13-year-old and you'd say to them, you're gonna meet a famous actor. Like, how exciting is that for me?
You're meeting a famous actor and you're on TV.
You're
Yeah.
on TV.
And so perhaps a lot of people watching this might be getting a lot of opportunities, and they sometimes they're kind of like blocking the opportunities away. They're like, "This is too scary. I don't want to be on TV," intimidated, and so on.
Not for someone like
But
that.
you're someone that jumped all in.
Yes.
You're a risk
Yeah.
taker.
I'm a risk taker. So,
Love that.
mean,
Love that.
I think I don't know. I guess would you? Who's your role model? Not necessarily a singer.
not necessarily.
Outside the singing world?
Outside the singing world, definitely my mom. It's just
was
because
gonna
she
say that.
has a
Yeah.
lot of work ethic and she always has ways to improve herself. So I always look up to her because productivity, if you're not productive, it's just not like adaptable. Like, especially when you're gonna go out into the work field. Like, you have to know, like, you have to study, you have to work hard, you have to educate yourself more on knowledge.
Unreal. No, unreal. I'm leaving. I'm so sorry. Like you're 18. And I record podcasts about this, and I started at the age of 25, and that's when I started being aware of productivity and and working hard. All right.
All right.
Okay.
Before we take a break, maybe you can sing another part of that song because I really love it.
Okay. Don't hide it, just say it. You don't have to keep it a secret anymore. You don't have to be discouraged, 'cause there's always someone there standing by your side and defending you.
Wow.
Just a selfie.
Yes.
For everyone.
Yes.
Anyway.
We'll carry on right after this break.
Thank you. We're back from the break and we can continue finally
Yes.
with the girl with the most beautiful voice,
Voice.
On Untold and everywhere else.
Yes.
One question. Noor has the tremendous skills and she can do obviously a lot with singing and writing. How is Noor improving every single day?
To be honest, right now I'm just focusing on college. So,
Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
You're studying what exactly?
communications and media.
What got you into that major?
Honestly, it's because I watched a lot of talk shows growing up as well.
Okay.
Even on TikTok, like, you'd see a bit of snippets here and
Right.
there, clips here and there. And it's just so interesting for me to just talk to people, get their perspective on the
Yeah.
matter.
So
It's
do you
intriguing.
aspire to be a talk show host?
Yeah, I aspire one day.
Do you like to maybe have your own podcast?
Yeah, definitely. I'd
Noor,
love to.
recruited.
Really?
Stamped.
Wow. Have you been on a podcast before?
No, this is my first time, but I'm
Oh.
enjoying it so far.
It's
I feel
fun,
like I can
right?
talk.
You
can
can.
talk,
You
you
can.
can sing, you can share your feelings with us here. This is a very safe zone, right
Yes,
here
it
on
is,
the
yes, it
Untold.
is.
You
A
know?
lot of people are your age watching this episode, and
Yes.
they might be very curious to know how is Noor, 18 years old, doing college and balancing with her side passion, side hustle. At the end of the day, singing is what you do in your free time, and now something filled up your time from kind of like, let's just say 8 till 5, university, college, whatever it is. How are you balancing everything?
So if I'm not doing assignments, instead of like scrolling through my phone, looking at TikTok, looking at Instagram, instead of just scrolling through social media, I try to think of something else to do because, sometimes social media is low-key harmful if you're addicted to it at one point.
Yeah.
So sometimes I like drawing, so that's something I like to spend my time in.
Multi-talented. Let's continue.
I like
like that.
drawing.
Yeah,
I like that.
awesome.
I definitely like singing as well, songwriting, all
Songwriting.
that. I like writing in general.
Awesome. So you're a storyteller,
Yeah.
basically, at the end of the day. Okay. Now, I'm going to do something for you. Since you aspire to be a talk show host, we're on TV, let's reverse the role. Here, you're the host now. Okay. I'm not writing any questions for you. It's just a card,
Yeah.
to get you in the mood. You can ask.
Shall we
either
do the
one.
host? We can be the hosts. You can be the guest.
We're the guests.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Yeah, because
All right,
you're the
all right,
guest.
all right. So you can
You
ask
start it
me a
off. Start it off.
question. Yeah.
We're the co-host, or he's
Yeah.
the guest, right?
Yeah.
Ahmad, Hussein. Yalla, go ahead.
Yeah.
Start it.
So what got you into podcasts? Like what made you interested in pursuing a career in having a talk show or a podcast in that
All right,
case?
all right. Just like you, back when I was 12, I aspired to be a talk show host. And I'll say this, I'm replacing Jimmy Fallon one day. But I always loved talk shows, especially like late night talk shows. And I was blessed with the opportunity to work on the night show on KTV2. That was maybe a year ago we started or earlier. And we're on hiatus right now. We'll be back. But that's how I started,
But
really.
Ahmed, you
It's
did
always been a
something.
dream.
You did something very extraordinary. I think was it called the Untold? Was it called the Untold?
Is it? Is that what it says over there?
Talk about that more. I want to hear more about it.
What precisely?
Like, what is it? What's the idea about it?
The night show?
Yeah.
On KTV2?
Yeah.
It's basically our own version of an American night show, but we made it our own with our own Middle Eastern vibes. It is still in English. Beautiful hosts. I'm one of the co-hosts, and it's just fun. It's weekly, and hopefully we'll be back.
Ahmed, a lot of passion for the night show. I guess we have to be back to our roles.
Yes.
All right, shall we? We're gonna be back, so you can give him the paper again.
Yes.
And we're back
Here
to
you go.
business.
Back
All
to
right.
being the host.
How was that?
That was nice.
Nice.
Like I get to ask questions.
You
Right?
get claps. You get claps from me at least. Well done on both your singing and your performance as a presenter. All right, so let's just throw a number in, right? Since you like to write a lot, and I'm sure you said your songwriting is like journaling for you. How many songs do you have written, and not published?
Yeah.
So not published.
Yeah.
Right now, maybe like 7 to 8 songs that are not published.
Not published. And
Yep.
the ones that are published?
The ones that are published right now is I Thought You Would Have Changed, Gossip Girl.
Wait,
Framed It.
you wrote a Gossip Girl like Grace?
Yeah. I was inspired by
Ahmed,
that
how do you know all
idea.
these things?
I love Grace Vanderwall. Anyway, so you wrote a similar song.
Yeah, similar song.
Interesting. I absolutely gotta listen to that after. Okay.
Yeah.
Keep going. 2 songs so far.
Don't Hide It.
Yes.
So I only sang 4 songs, like actually, that I
Okay.
wrote.
All right. And you have 8 to release.
Yeah.
When can we expect that?
When I copyright it.
Oh,
Oh.
absolutely. Number 1 lesson.
Okay, so obviously
Copyrights.
you've done your research. Well done.
Yeah.
Well done. Well done.
I have a would you rather question for you.
Okay.
Would you rather singing or media?
Isn't that the same?
Is it? You tell me.
You
I don't
tell
know.
us.
You're making me choose.
Listen, it's a difficult question. I mean, life is difficult sometimes.
It could be a combination in my defense.
Yeah.
Good, I like that. I like that.
Absolutely. It
Elaborate.
goes hand in hand. You gotta admit, it goes hand in hand. Song and media.
I can do a talk show about music specifically. Here you go.
Right? Yeah.
That's smart.
Yeah.
What would the name be?
Oh, that's
The Qaddoumi Show.
Maybe, but let's hear from her. She's the creative artist here.
let me think.
Sing with Qaddoumi. I'm just suggesting this.
Stop giving her ideas. I want to hear her idea.
My only thing is
Yeah.
the Tonight Noor's show, like Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah. Okay, so you're gunning for his role too.
Yeah.
You want to replace him too. I got a challenger right here.
A question about kind of like the technicalities. There's a big debate in social media across the creative world. It's like quantity versus quality and so on. So surely you have a beautiful voice, and surely that voice has to be echoed in a proper way, in a very high quality way. So how did you know how to record? How did you know how to use quality technologies? I mean, I'm sure you record in a studio or something. What's the process that you go through?
To me, when I songwrite, I don't really use technology or computer because I personally don't like to use technology that much.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not like into programming or using like technology that much because I feel like it's so complicated and I just it's not me.
I have a note on that.
Yep.
With the advancement of technology, today AI is booming, right?
Yeah.
And people think they can go to that AI and produce a song with hearts through AI. Have you learned about it, the ChatGPT and stuff like that?
Yeah,
Yes. So you go on there and then you can ask it to write a song. How do you compare human writing with hearts and thoughts and feelings to AI? Do you think AI is gonna replace songwriting?
I don't think it would play songwriting.
Because it needs the
Because
human touch?
It needs a human touch and
Yes.
it needs like an actual experience, not a digitalized
Absolutely.
experience.
I don't know. I might actually have a different perspective.
Okay.
I think
Okay.
Give us
I
that
think AI can replace songwriting, but it cannot replace song singing. You know, what I'm trying to say is that obviously you need emotions when you sing, right?
Yeah.
But when you're writing things, if a technology can basically use patterns of patterns,
Yeah.
it could write something very emotional, but it cannot sing it. Obviously, a robot is not going to go out
Well, I'm
and
talking
become
about the
next,
writing
Miley
itself,
Cyrus.
because writing is the star of any production.
Yeah.
Music, movies, TV shows, writing, the script is always the star.
Mm.
So AI, while it's beneficial, I think the human touch is what makes music great. Don't you agree?
Yeah, definitely. Touching on to the fact that someone else could write your songs, I feel
Ghostwriters, yeah.
I feel like if someone else wrote my
Wrote,
songs
yeah.
or writes my songs, I don't feel achieved or fulfilled.
Because it's not yours.
And
No,
then you
it's
get
not
into
mine.
more of commercial side
Yeah, yeah,
of
100%.
music.
Yeah.
And you're just creating it for, those silly songs where it's just for fun.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's
Yeah.
no substance. That's why I only listen to songs with deep meaning and all that, lyrics. I connect with the lyrics.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think you have a similar ideology about that.
Yeah, definitely.
Noor, what's your biggest performance?
Definitely the one that lit a big stars.
No, performance as an amount of people watching.
I think that's what she
Yeah,
meant. Yeah.
that's
So that was it.
definitely
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. So I'm assuming that way. Did it feel that butterflies feeding? All right.
Honestly, when I was on stage, I felt blinded by like the lights.
The
I didn't really
lights.
see
Yeah,
anyone.
yeah, yeah. Exactly.
Specific.
So you were nervous, but you managed to deliver a performance.
Yeah.
That must have made you feel so proud after that.
Yeah, I felt so proud after that because
Absolutely.
it's been a major dream
Yeah,
of
yeah,
mine
yeah.
when I was younger just to perform.
And you said earlier that obviously your mom is your biggest supporter, or your
Yeah.
parents are your biggest supporters. Were they also there in that show?
Yes, they were there.
They're always behind the
Yeah,
camera, kind
they're
of like
all-
watching you.
They're here somewhere.
Yeah, I mean,
It's awesome.
honestly, we definitely. That's a lot that came from them that was passed on to you that made you the Noor that we're talking to today. So perhaps the question could be, would Noor be here today if the family support was not there? Like, you must owe them a lot if they support you this much.
Honestly, I don't think I would have been here if it wasn't for their support or their encouragement because they are like my rock. Like, they support me. Without support, I mean, definitely if I have my own job, I can feel independent, but
Yeah.
I rely on them because they're my parents at the end of the day. I don't think anyone loves me more than my parents. I think
that's great. Yeah.
That's how it
And I
is.
think it's great to
I think
have
that's how it
supporting
is.
parents in the
Yeah.
arts.
Yeah, yes.
Because especially in our community, and you can agree or disagree, some parents are not necessarily accepting of the arts, going into
Yeah.
Yeah.
film, going to music. So you're blessed with that, right?
Yeah, I'm really blessed with that I'm blessed by their support and them
Absolutely.
just understanding me and appreciating the talent that I have.
No, I'm sure they're very proud.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Honestly.
Before we hit the end of our show, could you maybe sing Gossip Girl?
We started out as friends. I thought it would last till the end, but things went wrong. You used me as your tool. You thought that I was fool to follow your selfish rules. Oh, I was deceived by you. Oh, you made it clear you're not real. You're toxic. You gossip, gossip girl. That's toxic, toxic girl. Stop and look around. You hurted many people, offended many people with your words.
Wow. A round of applause. Wow, wow. Everyone here, please. Awesome. When can I attend the concert?
Inshallah, in the near future.
In the near
In
future.
the near future.
I will help you make that concert happen.
No, honestly, well done. Genuine,
Yeah.
genuine, well done.
Yeah.
That was a beautiful voice, and I guess honestly, I say mashallah. And you have
Wow,
be
wow.
beautiful, beautiful.
Really,
I think you're gonna have a
mashallah,
bright
mashallah,
future.
mashallah.
You're so lucky to have supportive parents, and you have a beautiful career coming ahead.
Any advice to up and coming singers, young people who want to get into this field before we wrap up?
Honestly, never give up. Even if you mess up a performance,
Never give up.
don't let that demotivate you because a lot of people get nervous. I especially get nervous at some performances. So it's important to know that don't give up on your dreams if something bad happens or if you just mess up a performance.
Never give up.
Yeah.
Always follow your dreams.
A beautiful message for Eid, I guess.
Very,
Yeah.
That's all I can
beautiful
say. A beautiful
message
message
for
for Eid.
What a lovely, lovely episode for Eid. Noor, thank you for sharing your talents with us right here on The Untold. This was a phenomenal episode.
It was.
I was amazed. Your voice is beyond beautiful.
Thank you so much for inviting me. I love talk shows, I love podcasts, I like sharing my opinions. So it was
a
interesting
pleasure, it's a
hearing
pleasure.
everyone's opinions and everyone's perspective.
No, thank you so much. And again, Eid Mubarak to you and to anyone, of course, that's watching this episode.
Yeah, Eidkom Mubarak.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back with the wrap up for this episode.
We're back, and I'll be very honest.
Yes.
I'm speechless.
Exactly.
I really don't know what to say. Like, the voice was so beautiful, the commitment and the inspiration and the wisdom.
Yeah.
I can't believe she's 18.
I think she's going to be the next big thing.
I hope so.
And I believe the future is so bright for Noor.
Yes.
Her talent, her raw talent.
Honestly, yes.
Raw voice, you know? She sat here, there's no filters, there's
100%.
no post-editing to the sound.
Nothing.
This was her pure voice. And you
confidence.
heard it echoing in this place.
Yes.
Phenomenal,
I know.
phenomenal,
I think
phenomenal.
it just teaches the viewers is that it's never too early.
Never too early,
Yeah.
never give up,
100%.
and always rise above.
Eid Mubarak again.
Eid Mubarak.
And let's wrap up.
Yes. Tune in tomorrow for yet another exciting edition of The Untold. Good night.